And we are live. So you want to explain the crown to the audience?
Yeah, we are kings of the AFC North. It's been 3 weeks, and yet we are still number one because every other team in the division is completely fraudulent.
Even though you want to explain what happened this week?
Nope.
Nope. All right, let's just get to this. All right, welcome to another episode of the Turnover Turbs. Your host, Sir Random Guy, with your co-host Thomas. This set of games was something. I I honestly don't know how to feel about some of these games at all. Like we had some good ones, good game. We had a couple good games, some games, some downright terrible games. Bengals Vikings. But
Hey,
you know, but week three happened, and we're here to talk about it. Starting with the Thursday night game. I mean, we already said this so many times with the Dolphins being with the dead horse, but I guess the question is, when is Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer going to be gone?
if they lose to the Jets Monday Night Football, they have to be gone.
Because like the thing is, the Dolphins were like close in like most of the game. I think it felt like it just said more about the Bills just kind of keeping it close for no reason, despite not needing to. Um, and then after that, of course, the Tua interception happens, and then that was just kind of like that was kind of it from there. This game just felt very for the Dolphins is like they kept moving the ball, but I kept seeing a lot of screen passes to Devon Achan. And
That's all they ran was screen passes to Achan.
and then once in a while, oh, let's throw one to Tyree to get us like first down, like in a third down situation. I just saw this. It was a very Thursday night football matchup of some sorts.
Oh my god.
But it was a Thursday night matchup of some sorts. Uh and I honestly don't know. The Bills won. Josh Allen did everything he can to win that game, and that's pretty much what summarizes it.
I
Then
mean, yeah, I didn't watch much of the game. I missed majority of it. I saw Tua throw that pick, and I'm like, God damn it, Tua.
and then and let's just talk about a game that was a massive blowout. Like this game just caught me off by surprise. Falcons and the Panthers. I going to this game, I thought, okay, if the Panthers win, I thought maybe it'll be a close game. That's a division rival matchup. That's all I thought of. I did not expect the Panthers, even though statistically they were worse, somehow were able to put up 30 points against the Falcons, and the Falcons did not score any. Michael Penix Jr., I like him, but he did not do well.
His time, his time's taken.
I mean, they're still gonna foot him. They're still gonna start him, obviously. I know they brought in Kirk Cousins in the fourth quarter just to kind of see what they could get out of it, and it wasn't much better. I I mean, you could say this was a bad loss, but I feel like Atlanta, if you're going to be taken seriously, you cannot be you cannot just have a 30 burger onto you against one of the worst teams in the league.
Here before we move on, uh, the Falcons they released Young Wei Koo after last week with their new kicker throwing up you being perfect on the day. It was all going great. Their new
Yeah,
kicker, 0 for 2.
that hype just went down
And
very.
Young Wei too, as of a couple hours ago, he was just signed to the Giants.
He
So
was
the
just
Falcons
signed.
probably just screwed themselves over.
I mean, we'll see. I know it's like what this was like a very bad game, but Falcons, you got if you want to be taken seriously, you got to win your game. You got to win your games like that. To like, you got to win your games, man. You got to win your games. Um, then you have the then of course this week. Okay, there's one game I'll say that I just lost brain cells over. I was just like just so I just felt so done with this game, and I was glad this game didn't go overtime. And that was Texans Jaguars. The Texans offense, it is not great. It is not great. The defense is great, but the Texans offense just cannot move the ball. I mean, like they'll have a moment where it's like CJ Stroud shows like, oh, they're his rookie 2023 form, and then after that, he has not looked the same. Granted, yes, his O line is trash, but he has not looked the same. And then speaking of regression, Brian Thomas Jr. and I guess I want to say regression on Travis Hunter, but they haven't looked great. They at least in the wide receiver position. And part of it, and this is going to be a common theme here. Shane Waldron's on the Jaguars team, and everyone, and someone on Twitter pointed this out. Shane Waldron leaves LA. Cooper Cup became a Triple Crown winner in 2021. Shane Waldron leaves Seattle. JSN's now elite, and then Shane Waldron leaves the Bears. Roma Dunze is having a great season so far. And Keenan Allen, who's back on the Chargers, is doing well. He's doing surprisingly well. I thought he'll be kind of like a Tyler Lockett, or they'll like just throw him to him once in a while. But no, he's playing. He's actually playing very solid, playing solid ball. And like Trevor Lawrence, I still gonna give him flack. He's just been so inconsistent. He's just so inconsistent. There's moments again he'll show the number one pick, but then after that you just see him like just turn the ball over, just so many incomplete passes. Yes, I know the Texas defense is great, but it's just you can't really trust the Jags, you can't really trust the Texans. And now you're thinking, okay, who's actually won this division? Which it might be the Colts. It might be the Colts.
The 3-0 Colts.
Which they destroyed the Titans. They destroyed the Titans. I
All right, all
Good.
right. Raise your hand if you predicted the Colts to go 3-0. Exactly.
Maybe 1-2. Maybe 1-2.
I'd probably give them the Titans game. That Dolphins game was going to be hit and miss. I expect them to get their ass kicked by the Broncos.
Yeah, it's just like okay, yes, I'll give this. We'll give props to the Colts. They're actually playing really good ball. Like, yes, you could say, well, like they got away scot free with the Broncos game. I mean, that's fun, but even then, they were close. They actually were able to move the ball on that Broncos game, and then the Titans game this past week. I thought that game was going to be like a shootout. I thought that game was going to be like maybe a very close game. But no, they were able to shut the Titans down. Now, Brian Callahan, they just reported that he is not going to do play calling. He's going to pass up play calling for next week's game and giving it to I think his corner Bo Pedigree. So we'll see how that goes. But Brian Callahan, your seat is the temperature is rising. The temperature is rising for Brian Callahan's seat. Then Then let's just talk about and I guess if we're on the topic of special teams, since that's kind of our title of the episode, um, let's talk about a
Uh,
couple of these games. What?
so I'm just kind of doing like my Madden franchise just on the side or whatever. In the first round, the Jets drafted the strong safety. That's an 86 overall.
A rookie?
A rookie.
That's Madden for you now. This is just
Moving on, special teams.
all right. All right, special teams. Let's talk about the first. Let's talk about one in mind. Let's start with Jets. Let's start Jets Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they had the lead. It was 26-13 when we saw, and then the Jets came back. They actually came back. They had a shot of winning that game, and then do we need to mention a certain blocked kick that just happened with the Buccaneers?
Yeah. The Jets decided to be really funny to block their kick. The Buccaneers kick returned it all the way, which could have been a game, a game winning blocked six. Instead, the Jets are the Jets, and they will let the Buccaneers go right down back in the field range and kick the game winning field goal. Which,
Yep,
fun fact, Baker Mayfield has had 3 game-winning drives
winning
this
drives.
season.
Yeah, all of them
Only
3-0.
quarterback,
Wait,
only quarterback in like what is it like? Was it like NFL history or some shit?
it's just, I mean, it says a lot about Baker. Like, it does say a lot about Baker, actually is able to clutch up in these situations. Granted, the Buccaneers team is like injured. Mike Evans might be actually out for the next 2 weeks. Sounds like he might miss this week versus the Eagles, and he might miss the following week versus the Seahawks, week 5. There's actually a pretty decent chance on that, but right now, it sounds like he's not going to be out. He's going to be out for week 4 at least, based on how they're saying. And I mean, there's been like a lot of injuries just so far this season. Like, especially, we'll get to the Niners very quickly, and the Cardinals too. But I mean, but let's go to the other special team. One of the other special teams: Eagles, Rams, Rams. You
You
had
had
an
one job.
opportunity. I like, okay, yeah. Even though this is a division rival, but like, neutral perspective, you had one chance to pull the win, to get your revenge versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles offense in that first half wasn't doing great. They were getting shut down. They didn't even know how to throw a forward pass. It was just chaotic. And then the second half, all of a sudden, they finally woke up. They got Jalen Hurts 2 touchdowns in that game, and of course Jordan Davis, or not, no, not yet. But for the first time, Eagles blocked the kick, and was able to get enough to Jalen Hurts to give him another touchdown to get the game, to seal the game, to get the game lead by 1 point. And then the Rams, again, another team could have had a shot of winning this game, but guess what? Jordan Davis blocked the kick, was somehow to get another touchdown to get the Eagles a win. You cannot make this up.
No, you cannot.
Which what does this mean going forward? Does this mean, are the Eagles' offenses back? Does this mean the Rams just had a choke job? I mean, yeah, the Rams had a choke job, but are the Eagles back? Eh, we'll see. We'll see. And then another special teams moment. Let's just go talk about Seahawks Saints. This, I felt relieved.
Belt to ass.
I am honestly thought going to this game, I'm thinking we're gonna somehow get Spencer Rattler like to a very close game. With this game, this game has to be unnecessarily close. But no, Seattle actually took care of business. A big part of it was thanks to the special teams. Torrey Horton got got a punt return TD. Torrey Horton got punt return TD. Our special teams blocked the punt, by the way, to get the offense to the goal line territory. And there was probably another moment. I think Torrey Horton just got like a big gain in one return, but special teams really did a great job, like basically gaining momentum for that game. That I will congratulate. That Sam Darnold was playing like very well today, or very well on Sunday. JSN, although he didn't get 100 yards, but he's still balling, and he's finally got his first touchdown of the season too. But the Saints, oh god,
I'm just like overall like proud with like the regime. Byron Murphy 1.5 sacks on Sunday, which is the most sacks he's had in a game by a long shot. Defense played really, really great. We actually just benched all the starters after the third quarter and just coasted the rest of the game. Last time the Seahawks did that was against the Jets back in 2020. Who was the Jets quarterback that day?
Sam Darnold.
It was Sam Darnold. So this has just come full circle.
Full circle. Geno Smith, Russell Wilson, Sam Darnold.
We did it.
Full circle moment of 2020. But I will say this: Sam Darnold did beat the Rams the next week. At least that happened. But I mean, but for the most part, Seattle's been looking good. I think everyone was kind of like, oh, Seattle's still going to be this mediocre team. Everyone thought like Seattle's not going to make the play. Like, this is the reason why Mike McDowell did all this throughout this last offseason. Everyone just didn't see the vision. It's finally forming. It just had to take a moment. Week 1 was kind of bad, but it showed flashes, and then after that, it's been getting better. Defense has been locking up, which now it's like Devin Whisper might come back this week. Same with Nick Emery. Julian Love as well. There also is in that rumored he might come back on Thursday. We'll see. We'll see how they feel going into this week, especially since this is a short week. This is going to be a short week against the Cardinals. Well, yeah, but the Saints, it's like I think Spencer Rattler is not terrible, but 0-9 start in his entire career so far. I don't think Spencer Rattler's bad, but I don't think he's just I don't think he's going to be like amazing at any point. And I know you can say, well, the Saints offense is like weak, like it's like not great, which is I guess that's a fair analysis to make, but Seattle actually took care of business. That at least I'm proud of. Was there like another game that had like massive special teams? Like,
don't fucking push it.
No. I'm being serious. Like, was there like any other game?
Yeah, there was. You know what? I'm gonna give you the stage. You can have the floor.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. I was this close to start with Broncos Chargers, man. But thank you for kind of giving me this enlightenment. So this weekend, the Packers, went to a little town down in their AFC North, in the AFC North, called Cleveland. We thought the Packers were going to destroy the Cleveland Browns, take care of business, and call it a day. Everyone, probably 99% of people, just expected that to happen. And then, then all of a sudden, the Packers had 10 unanswered points. thinking like, oh, okay, there's no way the Browns are going to make a comeback right there. Jordan Love decided, first the Browns got a field goal, which you're like, all right, cool, nothing, no biggie. They still need to get a touchdown. Jordan Love gets a turnover. Then Christian Junkins, outstanding citizen Christian Junkins got a massive TD to get the Browns a tie game, and thinking, all right, well, this game's probably gonna get overtime now, even though nobody wants that. Then after that, guess what? Jordan Love, they were leading the Brandon McManus. All he has to do was just kick a field goal and get the game, finish the game. Packers win, go 3-0. Then gets blocked. Browns got the ball. Joe Flacco, with a little bit of ounce of magic he got, with whatever magic he got left, was able to get the Browns to at least enough to get a field goal range. And it was up to Andre Schmidt to score a 55-yard field goal. Everyone was holding their breath at that moment, and the kick was up, and it was good. The Cleveland Browns got their first win against the Green Bay Packers, who everyone was already crowning them Super Bowl champions after 2 weeks. What is even going on? But, buy your Joe Flacco stock. Buy your Joe Flacco stock today, people. Especially when you go to London.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not buying the stock.
Buy Myles Garrett Defensive Player of the Year stock at least.
I also won't be doing that.
I mean, look at this. Going to this game, I knew the Browns defense was good. The Packers defense, obviously, they're going to be great defenses. I expected a low-scoring game, but that upset, I mean, is it going to affect the Packers? Really, not much. I mean, they have Dallas next week, so Dallas, good luck. Look at this. But I'll say this. Whenever you guys are going to play the Browns, they're not going to be easy. I'll say that for sure.
Unless you're the Ravens.
Unless you're the Ravens. But I think this is what I was thinking. Because look at this. When Joe Flacco got signed in, I'm thinking okay, he's not going to play great, but I think he's probably the better quarterback out of the four at the moment when they had Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shooter Sanders. And I was like, okay, maybe Joe Flacco could score, could at least get this offense moving. Maybe they'll make the Browns competitive. And I think that's what the Browns is going to be for right now, just competitive. And look at any kind of thing about it. Look at their next few games. The Browns, you could make an argument for the Browns winning these games. All right. So obviously they have the Lions this week. We already know what we're expecting. They have the Steelers, which it's in Pittsburgh, but we don't know what Steelers team you can get in that game. You don't know which Steelers teams we're going to get. Then you have the Dolphins. Could go either way. Then you have the Patriots, could go either way. And then you have the Jets, could go either way. So technically, the Browns could probably go okay. Also, they have the Vikings after the Lions game, but even then, you don't know what Carson Wentz is going to show up. Could the Browns realistically go on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game winning streak just mainly out of their defense and pure mythos? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a chance. There's a chance the Browns could legit go 6-2 before going to week 8. And everyone's going to be like, the Browns are actually good teams. No, but they're finessing their way into wins. But speaking of the Patriots, the Patriots are still not good. The Patriots are still not good. Gerard Mayo was not the full reason why the Patriots were not good last year, and it's still showing it today. I mean, like the Patriots had every chance to win that game. They just kept messing up time and time, and you let the Pittsburgh Steelers, who literally didn't really do anything, won that game.
Unbelievable.
But you know what this means? Steelers going 9-8, 9-8 Super Bowl incoming. Get that first round wildcard spot. Get that first round exit incoming. Here we go. But Broncos Chargers. Thomas, you wanna comment on that game?
Just like I predicted, Justin Herbert won. All that matters.
The Madison Beer era is looking really good right now. Bo Nix, 1 year wonder.
Listen, after that stock, I went on this island and I played a lot of kids games. There's weird masked men in like pink jumpsuits and shit. I was number fucking 217, and it was just 6 games. I managed to win like $20, and with these $20, I'm putting stock on Justin Herbert to go 8-0. By the time we reach trade deadline, the Chargers will remain undefeated. I'm putting stock on this.
All right.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right. I would say this Chargers team looks pretty legit. They look really good so far, and everything. I will say that for sure. And then not only that, but I'll say this: the team also woke up this Sunday too. The Chicago Bears, after struggling the first 2 games, they played a game against Dallas. Caleb Williams, 4 touchdowns. They actually showed up. The Ben Johnson offense finally woke up and decided to choose violence, which I'll say that's at least good. At least the offense's game finally is going to the right direction that people were expecting back earlier this preseason. But I mean, are the Bears back? I'm not gonna say they're back, but they at least looked better.
Hang on, time out. Trade alert.
What?
We have a trade.
What's the trade?
The Jets are requiring a corner from the Titans.
Oh, Jarvis Brownlee to the Jets for exchange of a 2026 late round swap. Huh. Okay. That was the most random trade in the morning. Oh yeah.
Right.
I guess there. What?
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot something to say in the Seattle news. Seattle did sign Khalil Herbert to the practice squad yesterday, which I guess is just saying that I guess says more about Martinez being out still. So, I mean, are we going to see him on the field? I don't really think so, but I mean, it's just something. It's just a running back just to have right now, in case something goes down. So he's just there as just more to fill up a practice spot role. That's just a practice squad spot role. That's what it just feels like. But yeah. Then Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs won. That's all I'm gonna say. But there's at least
bullshit.
But there's at least good news. There's good news. Giants fans, your wish has been granted. Jackson Dart will get to start against the Chargers week 4. The nightmare is over for right now. I mean, we'll see what happens. I hope Jackson Dart does play well, but they're going against the Chargers, so we'll see about that. And then Monday Night Football. I know, Thomas, I'll give you the stand on this one. On talking about the Ravens are frauds. Wait.
Oh. Nope.
Hold on. There.
Listen. The Ravens. They are 1-2 to start the year. They have the exact same record as the Chiefs, which if I'm the Ravens, I'll be proud. They said they wanted the same record as the Chiefs, and they got it. Good job. You're also kind of the Browns. Good job. Now, the Ravens have. God, I mean, where do I fucking begin?
They missed Mike McDonald.
I mean, yeah, but they have like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Third best quarterback in the NFL. Behind Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, obviously. They have one of the best running backs in the NFL, King Henry. They have a decent wide receiver core, good offensive line. Defense is also pretty good. Their coaching is not good. I mean, and people can blame Henry for fumbling, but like, what more do you need? It feels like they haven't adapted. It's like walking through the game against Detroit, you knew they're going to pull a lot of bullshit. Going for on 4th downs, maybe faking a field goal or punt. Jared Goff was going to light them up, and they just could not stop it. Montgomery on that last play where he just he just needed a first down to end the game, and he ran for a touchdown. Nobody could stop him. That was the dagger. Gibbs Gibbs had an amazing run. Goff was slinging it left and right. It's just the Ravens don't know how to close out games. They had that massive lead against the Bills in Week 1, and they choked. I mean, yeah, they kicked the shit out of the Browns, but that's the Browns and also Joe Flacco was the worst quarterback of all time. But they need something, and that window for Super Bowl is slowly closing. Which, if I'm the Rams, I'm not going to be in panic mode just yet because the Bengals are probably going to free fall because Burrow's injured. The Steelers, you never know. They're are they going to go 9-8? Yeah, they are, but that doesn't matter. The Browns again, they're the Browns with Flacco, the worst quarterback in NFL history. Worse than Jamarcus Russell.
Debatable.
Worse than Jamarcus Russell. But if I'm the Ravens, I'd start worrying, and I'd start really, really having more disciplined football. Because this keeps up, they might miss the postseason, and we would have a new true king of the AFC North, and that'll be the Cincinnati Bengals once Jake Browning gets his ass out of the fucking team. I'd piss off at that motherfucker. Giants, call me. Jameis Winston. I'll give you whatever you want.
2 forts, apparently, according to our friend Anthony, for vibes.
No. Damn it. Fix it.
I got it. There we go.
There we go.
I mean, 2 forts, according to our friend Anthony. He's saying, I mean, not right now, but I mean, the Ravens is like they're good on offense. I feel like they're still a great team. It's just like this just gonna still feel like they're whenever they go let's just say they go into postseason. It just feels like this is going to be the common occurrence from now on. Whenever they go to the playoffs, it's like, oh, they'll win a wild card game. Maybe they make the AC championship game or something like that, and then they'll find a way to blow it. Like they'll find a way. Like some team just figures it out, and then eventually it's like, oh, we're kind of back at square one. It's like, oh, like this year's our year to make the Super Bowl, and then it was like they just haven't adapted, and defense hasn't looked really as great from like what we were kind of expecting this season. And I feel like a part of it is they miss Mike McDonald, because if this was Mike McDonald, they would have beaten the Bills convincingly. They obviously destroyed Cleveland, and they would have probably won that Lions game. Yes, you could say, oh, the Derrick Henry fumble, but how about this? How about not let your defense light up 38 points with the Detroit Lions? By the way, this is Lamar Jackson's third loss against an NFC team. By the way, people,
Makes me so happy.
like the first one was to
Oh,
Daniel Jones,
it was to Daniel Jones, the
and then
god
the
on
other
the
one,
gridiron, Daniel Jones.
oh, I mean, someone already has that title currently, so
Yeah, and
there
and
can't.
you know whoever has that title is ass.
But and then the other loss was to the Super Bowl champion Eagles, where Cooper DeJean just sent Derrick Henry to the stratosphere for a minute there.
Supervision is not a safety.
Mm.
He's the corner that'll lock down your number one.
CD
Machine CB1.
CB1.
Great song for a great player.
It aged so well, like, and not even ironically, like it legit aged so perfectly. But now the time you all been waiting for, time for the pick'ems. All right, got the 3-game pick'ems here, but let's talk about the standings. Starting with, well, let's just talk about our guest last week, Padme. She got 12-4 last week. She got 12-4. And then tied with what?
Respect.
Respect. And tied with Padme is me, 12-4 this week.
Boo. Boo.
Then,
get off the stage.
Then the Ghost of Logan got 11-5. Respectable. And then Thomas, 9-7.
I don't want to talk about it.
But this leads to one thing. The three turnover turfs people are in a 3-way tie with 33-15.
We
So
did it.
Next week we'll decide who's going to have that lead, and why is his name SRG?
Nope.
I feel like it's just coming off facts, but anyway, let's start with Thursday Night Football. The Seattle Seahawks coming off of a dominant win against the Arizona Cardinals. Oh yeah, we forgot about talking about Cardinals and Niners. Cardinals, you blew it. You blew it. You had the game in the palm of your hands, and you blew it. And James Conner is now out for the year. By the way, people.
R.I.P.
That is
fantasy owners. I am
R.I.P.
one of
fans
them.
that is a big loss. But anyways, Seahawks Cardinals. I feel like this one's probably going to be, since it's a short week. I could definitely see anything could happen here, but I feel like I'm confident enough to say the Seahawks are going to take care of business on Thursday Night Football against the Cardinals.
I also have Seattle taking care of business against the Cardinals.
All right, and we'll get Logan's picks later. Usually does it later.
Oh,
but anyway,
hang on.
what?
Breaking news. Today is Papa Doc's 47th birthday.
Who?
Papa Doc. Fuck the free world.
Oh.
You know, the guy that, lost to a white boy. and then decided to become an Avenger.
Wow. Everybody in the 313.
Put your motherfucking hands up and follow me.
All right. All right. Up next, we got the Vikings and the Steelers. This is the first game that's going to be on Ireland this weekend, folks. If you want to catch the game, if you're on the Pacific, if you're on the West Coast, this game starts at 6:30 in the morning.
Are we really about to wake up at 6 in the morning to watch this game?
I probably will not. I'm probably going to miss probably the first half by the time I wake up. There's a good chance. There's probably a fairly good chance I might miss a good amount of this game. But the Vikings and the Steelers, Carson Wentz is likely going to start this game again. And the Steelers, I don't know what to think of them. This game just feels
This is a
weird.
game.
The Vikings defense is good. Steelers still has some very big question marks. And I know I know the Steelers probably should trust Aaron Rodgers a bit more, but I honestly, I'm probably going to go with the Vikings here. It doesn't make sense, but I think the Vikings defense could take care of business. Give me the Vikings.
Give me Ayahuasca Man, 9-8 Tomlin, and our former wide receiver number 1.
Steelers are going Super Bowl.
Steelers got Super Bowl.
All right, alrighty. Then up next we got the Commanders and the Falcons. This one, okay. So right now, Marcus, the status on Jaden Daniels is still day to day. So we probably not going to sure who's going to be the quarterback. Maybe until Friday or something. This one's tough. The Commanders actually played really well on Sunday against a very disappointing Raiders squad. And then you have the Falcons who are coming off a terrible loss because the Panthers. This is a game I can't really trust. I think Mariota's not. I think wouldn't be bad if he starts again, but I'm not sure, especially since now Terry McLaurin is potentially going to be out for this game now. So I know every bone in my body is saying the Commanders, but I'm going with the Falcons. I know they played not great, but I think since just at home, just give me the Falcons.
The Falcons are going to go 0-4. I don't see the
0-4?
Vincent
You mean
anymore.
1-3?
We don't acknowledge that Vikings game. They're going to go 0-4. I decide this fucking rules nowadays.
All right. Next one, we got the Saints and the Bills. I feel like we don't need to go in further discussion as who's gonna win this game.
I don't have my upset glasses on me.
So Bills.
We're going Bills. I'm not smoking a blunt today.
All right. Well, up next we got the Browns and the Lions. Two former 0-16 teams. One is here's the thing. One's actually really good. The other one's just the Lions.
All right, man.
All right.
Beat the fucking Ravens.
Okay. I'm picking the Lions. It's just
that's what I thought.
I'm picking the Lions. You're picking the Lions too. I know you. You're not picking the Browns.
Don't pull that shit on me.
Next one. Oh God, Panthers Patriots. The Panthers won last week, but it felt like it just said more about the Falcons than they really said about the Panthers. And the Patriots, they blew it. So on ESPN, 76% of people are picking the Patriots. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna roll with Canales. I think maybe this is the turnaround, and give me the Panthers. I don't know why. It's just this game is just tough to gauge.
I'm done investing stock in New England. I'm gonna start investing stock in Canales.
All right,
Give me Carolina.
Carolina. Alrighty. Next one, we got Chargers Giants. I mean, now this game is a little bit different now. Jackson Dart is going to start this game, so could we see Jackson Dart pull the upset here? I mean, I could see it just being that it's his rookie debut. They don't know what to expect out of him. I mean, probably this definitely I could see this one being a really close game now. But I'm still probably going to be safe and pick the Chargers.
I want I want to pick Dart. I really do, but I just can't.
Madison Beer era 4-0.
4-0, baby.
4-0. All right, next one we got the Eagles and the Buccaneers. The Eagles finally showed up in the second half. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are dealing with injuries, but yet they keep winning games. Are we going to see Baker Mayfield have another game-winning drive? And that I will say, yes, we are. I think I don't know why. Whenever the Buccaneers play the Eagles, it's always like the Eagles usually struggle in this game, despite talent wise, it should be the Eagles win this game. But I think the Buccaneers can pull this upset here at home. Give me the Bucks.
You know what? The upset is upon us. Give give me Tampa.
Guaranteed Bucks win. No. Well, Bucks, we're
And now
sorry
we
about
curse them.
this. We cursed them. All right, Titans and the Texans. Oh, I Thomas, do you have anything analysis to this game? Do you know like what's going on right now?
Um, Listen, I was doing a little bit of research. I was, picking up some calls, hearing some stuff. There are rumors that CJ Stroud might not play because CJ is battling an injury, and I don't
Wait, is
want to
that
see
real?
General Mills get a. Yeah, have you not heard about that?
No,
Yeah, I'm being that ass. I don't want to see General Mills out on the field and win a game.
but the cereal.
Nah, fuck the cereal.
But the Titans are still.
Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Cam Ward gets his first win here.
Cam Ward finally gets a win.
I I guess you beat me to it. I was thinking Texans. Now you mentioned the CJ Stroud potential injury. I think even if CJ Stroud is 100% healthy, I I mean, yes, I probably would be more confident with the Texans, but I think the Titans feel like they're due for a win. I know they got blown out. I mean, maybe the change in play calling could could play could play a role here, and the Titans get their first win. So give me the Titans. Next one, we got the Colts and the Rams. The 3-0, or sorry, one team was about to be 3-0. Let me correct myself here. This is pretty much a prove it game here. This is a game where we're thinking, is Daniel Jones going to do it? Is he going to go 4-0? But you know what? After that Rams collapse, being in LA, I think the Rams stop the Colts here from here on out. Give me the Rams.
My stock in Daniel Jones hasn't failed me just yet. Give me Indiana Jones.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
And if all goes according to plan, Seattle would be first in the division.
Depending on how the rest of the other games go.
Well, we also need that. Well, no,
The
if not the
Niners.
Niners lose, shit, we'd be
Yeah,
second.
yeah. But speaking of which, Jaguars Niners. Brock Purdy is rumored to potentially be back, and I feel like this is a good team to go for if you're coming back from an injury. I I mean, this could be potentially a Mac Jones revenge game here, folks. This is a weird game, but I think if I have to trust someone right now, I feel like I trust the Niners more than the Jaguars, even if Mac Jones does get the start for week 4. I think give me the Niners.
Well, the Niners also don't have Nick Bosa.
They don't have Nick Bosa, which that could help Trevor Lawrence, but I somehow oddly trust Mac Jones in that system more than Trevor Lawrence right now.
Give me Liam Coleman and Duval.
Duval, okay. This is a weird game. Next weird game, which it's supposed to be, well, was supposed to be the game of the week here, but now it's just the
It's
battle
just the
of one
game.
and this is just the battle of 1 and 2. Someone's going to be 1 and 3 after this. I don't know how to feel. A part of me, yes, talent wise, it should be the Ravens should win this game. The Chiefs have looked so bad. Even with their win against the Giants, their offense just hasn't looked great. But I mean, this could be a game where the Chiefs finally kind of wakes up a little bit. I mean, granted, they don't have Rasheed Rice, they don't have Xavier Worthy. I get it, but they just haven't looked good. But I honestly think this is a game where like the Chiefs double magic comes in this one. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I was thinking Ravens throughout the time, but now the more I think about it, is like I think I gotta go Chiefs here.
Give me Baltimore. Just to make this
Baltimore.
division a lot more interesting.
I thought this. Okay, you guys shocked me here. I thought you would be like preying on the downfall.
No,
Unless
I
you're
still
saying
am.
this is like the jinx. Unless you're thinking like this is like the jinx, maybe.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. All right. Next one, we got the Bears and the Raiders. See, this game could go either way. This one could feel like this is a game where the Raiders like they look down and they somehow will pull the win against the Bears at home, or the Bears continue to dominate. And you know what? The Ben Johnson offense finally woke up. The Raiders defense just looks terrible. Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears for you.
The Bears.
All right. Next one, we got Sunday Night Football. We got the Packers and the Cowboys. Always a classic rivalry between those two, and there's no other significant reason towards that. Just a classic matchup, right, Thomas?
Yes, sir.
And you know what? I think we all know what's going to happen here. Jordan Love is just going to destroy the Cowboys. 4 touchdowns with 300 yards. You know, there's no way stopping his Packers offense. And the defense is definitely going to give the Cowboys some trouble. Give me the Packers.
The Cowboys are also about to face off a very pissed off Packers team.
They lost to the Browns.
We don't have to discuss that. That is not important.
I feel like it is kind of a key detail.
No.
Yeah. But with that,
Give us Tom Grossi over Scooter Magruder.
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to see how clickbait goes this on Thursday.
That's gonna be an episode.
I might tune in. I might tune in the first time in a while.
All right, me too.
Yeah. Jets, now time for the Monday night doubleheader.
Ugh, can we just skip both these games?
I'm probably gonna watch maybe a bits of the Jets and Dolphins because I just want to see who's gonna be the least trash.
I mean, I might watch just for the uniforms.
Wait, is there like a uniform matchup going on here or
It's rivalry night.
oh oh look. So here it is. The Jets. They almost won two out of their last three games, right? To the Steelers and to the Buccaneers. The Dolphins, a team that's like utterly struggling right now. I feel like this is definitely a must win for both of them for different reasons. The Jets, of course, get Aaron Glenn their first win, to like finally kind of like start getting the hype ready. But then you have the Dolphins who need this win so they can save jobs. I, you know what? I mean, it's not the Patriots, so I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins. But this is probably their last chance. Last chance, or else I walk.
Give me the upset.
The Jets.
Give me the Jets.
JETS. Jets.
Jets. Give me Lightning over Logan.
Lying over Logan. All right. At least we're kind of keeping it different. Dude, the amount of road opponents you picked this week. Look at the streak. Okay, from the Titans to the Jets, it's been just road opponents. The Titans, the Colts, the Jaguars, the Ravens, the Bears, the Packers, the Jets. And then not to mention the four other teams you have. I think you have 11 road teams winning this game
Okay, here,
so far.
hang on. It gets better. Where's the Bengals game being played?
It's in Denver.
Okay, give me the other road team.
You're going Bengals. You're thinking Jake Browning redeems himself.
Why not at this point? Just for the memes.
If the Bengals win this game, well, not only means the Bengals will still stay on top of the division, but it's just I don't know what to say about the Broncos anymore with Bo Nix. I mean, like Bo Nix is not terrible, but he hasn't like stepped up from like year one. He's just been like the same. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Broncos defense is great. They come up from a very disappointing loss, and I think this is the game they have to do it. They need 2-2 is a must. Just give me the Broncos. You're saying you went 8 straight games of picking road teams. So you have 12 road teams this week. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to think of that. At least I know.
My ass.
At least I know for sure there's at least a chance for me could get the lead if somehow 12 road teams, not even like your teams in general, just 12 road teams win this week. I don't know what to think. But anyway. But anyways, people, this is another episode of the Turnover Turds. I hope you all have a safe week. Y'all have a great week of football. And bye, Miss American Pie. I got nothing. I thought I could transition it softly. That was not it. Next, we'll find something. It wasn't American Pie. All right. Well, y'all yourself have a good day. Y'all have a great week. Peace. Bye. Just bye.
Snort cocaine.